Well, good afternoon. So yes, it's May bank holiday. I'm out on the Wildcamp. Look where I am. Look at the view. I live down there, somewhere over there. That's where I live. Anyway, excellent view. Bank holiday, gorgeous weather, and it's Wildcamp time. I'm out on a Wildcamp. I know it's been a long time. It's been over a year now, I think, since my last Wildcamp. Those of you that don't know, I do have another channel, photography channel, which has taken up a lot of my spare time because now I'm starting to sell stuff. So I work Monday to Friday as a regular job. My wife works 6 days a week, so I go out on the Saturday and then I spend Sunday with my wife. So I've only got the Saturday, and that's when I do my photography. But today I thought, nope, let's come out, do a Wildcamp. So going to my regular place I go to on the Downs, as you can see, patrol pack, got my Dutch Army hoopedbivi, some sort of tarp, I think it's a DPM basha, USGI water bottle, 2 litre, got another one here to drink on the way, 1 litre, and yeah, various other bits and pieces. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Been a while. It has been a while, and I've got a long way to walk. Well, I say a long way, it's about, for me it's about 2 miles, so it's not too bad. I'm parked just down the hill, just down there. So yeah, really looking forward to this. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Really looking forward to it. Now I have forgotten a couple of things. One is a cup to drink out of, go figure, and the other one is my what is it? It's my hammock seat. I normally bring my hammock seat out with me so I can sit down. Well, I forgot that as well. But never mind. I should drink my coffee and my drink straight out of my billy can and sit on the floor. So anyway, one excellent view. There's spring's come in. Look, see all the yellows and everything else. All the leaves are starting to change colour. It's absolutely marvellous. So anyway, I'm going to go that way, and I will see you later. Cheers. Right, so I've arrived in the part of the wood, or a bank of a stretch of trees that I want to camp in, right up here on the Downs. It's about, how long's that taken me? Yeah, it's taken me about 1 hour and 20 minutes from the car to get here, so it's quite a trek. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to chuck my stuff down for a minute, because it's starting to get on my nerves. So I just put all this down, and what I do is I'll just walk up and down here just to see where I can camp. Now I want some, not necessarily from behind me, because I know I've camped here a lot of times before, and I know behind me there's hardly any footfall. All the times I've camped here, and I must have camped in these stretch of woodlands up and down, or 50, 60 times, more than that probably. And out of all that time, is that over a period of about 6 years, and all that time I've only ever seen one person in all that time. There is a footpath, but I mean, Lambourne is sort of like 5 miles that way, and where I've come from is 3 miles that way. So, you know, this is literally on the arse end of nowhere. So yeah, so what I'm going to do, I want to sit down for 5 minutes, you know, take a breath. That was hard work. So the older you get, the harder it seems, you know what I mean? So I'm not far off 60. I'm reasonably fit for a person coming on for 60. But yeah, the litre of water I've drunk all that. I've got 2 litres on me, which should be all right for the morning. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm liking the look of this area here behind me, because I've got some lovely cover from behind, and also in front of me as well. I'm looking out onto that oilseed rape field. It's just absolutely gorgeous, like yellow, absolutely wonderful. So I've got a little bit of cover. I've got a lot of fallen down brush that I can stack up and, you know, try and hide myself, or just break the outline. That's all you ever need to do. You know, if you're wild camping in places like this where you're not supposed to be, just all you need to do is just break the outline of where you are, and you'll be fine. So I'm just gonna sort of like have a look and see what I can come up with because I'm liking it over here. This bit there where the grass is just over there, I'm liking it there, but it's right by the hedge. And there's a couple of sort of like stumps there I can sit on as well. So yeah, I'm gonna just have a look, see what there is up and down here, and make my decision of where I'm going to camp for the night. Right, so I've got my got a tarp strung up. It took a while. You saw me put the knot up on there. I'm not sure what that one is. I think it's an event, and I think that's a tarp pitch on that side. So I've got two prussics, one here, one there. So I get my tarp where I would like, and I find a stick on the floor. I do use the other one for the other side. What I do is I get the end of my tarp here, just there, and I put it through the prusik here, and I put a toggle there, stops it from sliding about, and that will lock in place. And I do the same to this side. Might have to move it down that way a little bit. But once this is up, it'll be fine, and I can start putting my bivvy bag up. So there's a knot at that end, coming down with the prusik, with the tarp loop through the prusik with the toggle, a little stick, and that's pulled tight because that's locked off. And then working our way down, the line is now through the top loop there, and again there, and through the top loop again with the toggle pulled tight so it's locked in place, and there's the end knot there. So that to me looks fine. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do an L shape. So I'm just going to pin out the back and string the top up somewhere. So yeah, I've got to find some long sticks for that anyway. So I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to get on with this. This time's getting on, and I want to brew. And I'll bring you back when I'm done. Well, as you can see, I've got my stick in. It's quite sturdy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to guide this out. I'm just going to guide this out. Got a stick here. Just going to make a point. Just going to make a little tent peg. I'm just going to guide it out somewhere down there, just to give it some stability. I'm going to do the same to the other side as well. So it's through the actual eyelet of the actual canvas eyelet of the tarp, just over the top here. So I'm going to make a little stick here. Just going to make a little point on the end of that and get me a little tent peg. I might have to do a pheromone friction hitch if I can remember how to do it, or I'll just do a groove in the top somewhere around about here. If you're working with sharp knives, you know, and you want to do a thing, you know, a groove, you know, behind the knife, and then push down with your thumb like that, and then turn it around and do it again, because the last thing you want is to be doing this, because what's there? Your thumb. So safety is first priority. So I'm just going to make this groove. Doesn't have to be stupendously brilliant, just something so the cord can catch, and that'll do, I think. Just that little groove there. So I'm going to bang this in the ground. Guide this out, which I think is a plan. So I'm going to guide it out to about here. So I'm just going to dig me stick in. I'm going to have the groove facing me. Just shove that in the ground. There we go. I'm not going to do any fancy knots. I'm just going to pull the the actual paracord tight. I want to put it in the groove there like that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap it round. So I've gone under, now I'm going over. Just going to wrap it and wrap it and wrap it and wrap it. Wrap it all the way around. I'm going to use up all the paracord. And then when I get to the last few feet, now I want to go underneath. And then what I'm going to do is when I come around the last one, I'm just going to put that through there and up, just to lock it off. No need to, I just want to do it. So there you go, nice and taut. Boing. I'm going to do the other side. Right, Dutch Army hoopedbivi. So those of you that remember my other channel, hoopedbivi Wild Camper, I use this all the time. This is a very good piece of kit. This is very good. This is how I have it. I've got Velcro straps. What I do, just roll it out, fold it up, you know, just roll it up and then put the Velcro straps around it. Don't do intricate folding or anything else like that. And that's how it is. Just like that. So inside here, God flipping hell, Velcro straps are stuck like shit to a blanket. So in here, on the floor. So I do bring some pegs. There are just a couple of pegs in there. So this is the hoop. This is a new one. I had to buy a new one. You can get them. I had to search really hard for this. I've had this spare hoop for about 4 years. This other one, this new one. It does work. It puts it up slightly higher than the original. It's very tight to get it in and on the floor. But you can get these. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It was a long time ago. But you can get spare hoops if yours is broken. This is the original one that broke. So what I do with this is I've got Velcro toggles that I put sewn in the seam seal at the bottom, and I put that through, and I get a bit of tarp and cord, paracord, and just lift the floor up, you know, lift the feet up a bit, and that's what I do with them. I'm not sure if I've got it in here, the actual cord that I use to lift the feet up. I only do it sort of like in winter, so it gives it a nice. No, I haven't got any. Never mind. Just have to use it as is. Doesn't really matter. But anyway, that's the hoopedbivi. We're just going to shove it in there. Easy. Right, so this is my go-to stove of choice. This is indeed the Lixada wood stove. As you can see, I'll just turn it around so you can see it. There we go. That is the Lixada wood stove, the big one. Now I've drilled holes in the sides. It's got a trangia inside it, as you can see there, so I can use it with a trangia. And I got a bit of an old grill pan at home, and just cut a square, and that sits on top. And this is the camelwil billy can. This is what I'm going to be drinking my coffee out of, because I forgot my cup, but it's got a spout, so there we go, and that sits on there nicely. Now the wood stove itself sits in this rather nice canvas bag just here, and in here I've got everything I need to start a fire. I've got, if I want a wood fire in there, I've got heat resistant reflectors, so stop the ground from scorching and burning, so that sits in there. And I've also got a lighter with some rubber band around it. In here I've got some tape, and in there I've got some windproof and waterproof matches, and some fire card as well. That's all in there, so get start a fire quite easily. And that all just all folds up and sits in there quite nicely. Also, I bring with me, as well as the billy can, I tend to swap my billy cans out, so I've got quite a few. So this is the non-stick version of the Trangia 27 frying pan, and obviously the Trangia cutting board, whatever. And this here, what you see here, is the actual stuff that I bring with me if I try and swing around and do this the other way. So in here I've got, you can see that, yeah, we can see that. I'll put it over there like that. So in here I've got sort of like a tin opener, ferrocerium rod. I've got a pot grabber, a little pair of sugar tongs, a spatula that's just you know, one from the kitchen that I cut the handle off, long handled spoon, spork, whatever you want to call it, openal, knife, and a little tub of oil there for cooking. And that's all in the camp kitchen. If you want to know what this pouch is here, this was actually came with my car. It had something in it and I can't remember what it was, but I just utilised it, and now I use it for my wild camping camp kitchen, and that comes out with me on every camp. If I use a trangia in this, is the little bottles I use just here. I just fill them up. I just empty one complete one in the trangia in there, one whole complete one, so that will last sort of like 45 minutes burn time. And that's it. That's my camp kitchen of choice. And I am now going to drink my coffee in the most crude and uncouth way. So what's the way forward for coffee when you're wild camping? Wild camping or hiking, what's the way forward? What do? Do you have them 3-in-1 coffees that taste like a dead monkey's arse? You take instant. How about these? I've been using these for years. These are coffee bags. They're like tea bags, but with Italian ground coffee in it, 100% Arabica beans. And if I get my spoon out, I've got one in here. And they are absolutely massive. I tend to put it in the water, and when, you know, let it all infuse when the water's boiling up, you know, and there's the bag. Biodegradable, you know, all biodegradable. So you can just chuck that over there. And I've got my coffee in here and put a little bit of whitener in it. I've already got my sugar in it. I've had my coffee in it. I'm now just going to add a little bit of whitener just for me. And I'm now going to drink that like a caveman. Actually went in my mouth. Who needs a cup? Right, so I've had my tea, very nice. Camp food, spam and beans, absolutely wonderful. Been a long time since I've had that. I was about that high last time I had spam and beans. Absolutely brilliant. Nothing like the sound of a sizzle of spam in the frying pan. There we go. So everything's in. I've got the mat in. I've got the pillow in. What's this? I think this is the quechua camp pillow. This is absolutely superb. It's memory foam. Absolutely wonderful. You get a damn good night's sleep on that. Real good night's sleep. It's the mat I normally take when I'm hiking. It's the Berghaus Trek Peak Pro 3.1, very long name. This is the British Army jungle bag with the net on it. I've also got in my bag a just turn you around. I've also got in my bag just a lightweight sort of like down quilt to chuck over in case it's a bit chilly. So I've got my bag hung up on the tree. Just turn you around and show you. So I'm utilising the top hitch. So I've got the loop of the bag here, up and over, and then a stick going through. Also, my water is hanging from there as well. There's my down jacket, it's the only other thing in there, and the quilt. Washing up's being done down there. It's being boiled in water. Just come to the boil, so I switched it off. But yeah, this is the view out. Look at this. It's about 8:10 in the evening now. It's really nice. That lovely yellow out there. Absolutely wonderful. And the sun is peeking through these leaves. That is camp well and truly set up. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to relax for a while and forest bathe and see what bird species are around here. I've had a red kite up in that tree up there, just sat there looking at me while I was eating my dinner. And yeah, I'm going to go have some chocolate biscuits and stuff like that because I'm a pig, and going to sit on my stump and yeah, just enjoy my surroundings while the sun's still out. Anyway, I'll catch you a little bit later, guys. Cheers. So as you can see, it's pretty dark. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a little small fire. Now, the reason I got a small fire is because I'm having these. There's a hot dog sausages just there. And I want one of these. So I'm going to light that. You just light the paper. I'm going to stick it in my stove and have a little fire. And I'm going to put my grill on and do my hot dogs. Well, that is it from me for today. I've had a really nice time sat in this wood. Really nice. I'm obviously in my bivvy bag now. It's lovely and warm in here. Really is warm. Lovely and quiet out there as well. Not to last long because creatures come out at night and probably wake me up, but hey ho. Anyway, I've got my nice pillow here. It's really comfy and squishy. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Night. Well, good morning. What an absolute glorious morning it is. So it's flipping late. I've just woken up. It's 7 o'clock. So I've not been up long. I woke up literally 10 minutes ago. So that's how much good night's sleep I had. It was a little bit cold last night. I just walked out onto the field and I realised, well, there's a little bit of a frost out there, just a tiny one. But anyway, what I've got to do, so because I've got an hour and 20-minute walk to the car, so I've got to quickly set this down and get on my way, because I say I like to be out a little bit earlier than this. Wild camping rules, but yeah, it's a good night's sleep was had. Woken up by a deer at about 1:30. It was right there, snorting away. Anyway, so I'm going to settle this down. I'll have my coffee at home. So, yes, we'll do that. But yeah, look, glorious morning this morning. The sun is absolutely beaming on me. You can probably see it. Absolutely glorious. The field of oilseed vapour is looking wonderful. And everything is just looking nice. And it's all nice and fresh and lovely. So, excellent morning. So I'm going to quickly settle this down, get it all in my bag, and make tracks. Right, time to clean the bomb site up. Well, as you can see, everything's away now. The bag is there, everything's in it, and I've indeed got the stove going around the corner here for a brew. I will have one before I go, but I just want to show you what I've got for a coffee this morning. My wife bought me these. Oh, I think she bought me in for Christmas, and I've only just got one here. She bought me 4. I've only used one. The reason being because the thing that the coffee comes in is reusable. I'll take it around here and I'll give you a look, but it's just round here. Right, so my water's just come to the boil, so I'll just quickly take that off. Put that on there. There we go. Right, so what have I got? These are brilliant. My wife got me these, and I've used this about this is about the 5th time I've used this. So this here. It's a little barista bag. You've got a little spout on the end here, and what you got coffee inside there, and it's sort of like a filter. And you open up the top and you pour your water in up to whatever level you want your coffee, on the level here, and you just let it sit, and you pour it in your cup. Now the good thing about this is that you can reuse these. So you if you know, wait till you get home, or coffee is good for the soil, and chuck it out on the soil and swill it out with some water, and when you get home just swill it out a bit more and just leave it to dry, and you can use it again. To say, this is the 5th time I've used this, and it's not degraded in any way, shape or form. And if you put your own ground coffee in there now, I buy fresh coffee beans, and I buy from single origin from coffee farmers. So the coffee I got is from is it Guatemalan. So it's a Guatemala bean. It's Guatemalan elephant, which is an absolute glorious coffee bean. So I've ground that up, and I've got 20 grams in here. It's a morning coffee. So there's 20 grams in here. So you literally just, you know, open up the top. I mean, even the you know, the little clasps and stuff that at the top, they still work. They still work. You know, tap your coffee down, and then you want to pour your coffee in there. So you really don't want to be holding the bag when you're pouring your coffee, because the bag does get quite hot, just like this billy can is at the moment. So I tend to hold the spout and just pour my coffee in. So I'm holding the spout of the bag. Put that so away, just let that wobble its way down. It's filtering through the coffee quite nicely. Pour the rest of it in. When I'm done, when I've let that brew for a bit, obviously I've got to pour it back in here to drink it. I'm drinking like a caveman on this trip. That should be about right. I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm just going to reseal the top up. Right, so just plonk it down there. Right, in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy the bird song. Right, so that is it. I'm going to make my way home. That's where I camped. As you can see, just no trace. I will, though, just kick over the ground. There we go. So anyway, it's going to take me about an hour and 20 minutes to walk back to the car. So it's coming up to 8 o'clock, so it's getting about 20 past 9. It's just about right, really. I want to be back to the car before 10, so which is good. So my path is literally where the oilseed rape field is, and I just walk up there. So I would say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I try not to leave it too long till the next one, but as I say, I am quite busy now. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Real nice camp. Last night was absolutely brilliant. So I think it's gone 10 o'clock when I got into the bivvy bag and out like a light, and woken up a couple of times with the cold, but you know, all in all, really good sleep. I woke up a bit late though. Anyway, nice relaxing morning, brilliant, absolutely superb. It's not an arduous job setting down, you know. If you get yourself into a routine, it's you know, could be quite pleasurable really. Anyway, I'll say thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next camp, guys. Cheers. Glorious, absolutely glorious yellow.